Our next guest is an attorney representing almost a dozen Epstein survivors. Eric Fidali is joining us now. Eric, with everything that has now come out in these last 24 hours, do your clients see this as a turning point?
Kind of, I think, is the best answer to that. They've been wrong so many times for the last, 3 or so decades. Everything about their request or pursuit for justice against Epstein and his associates has been sort of 3 steps forward, 100 steps back. So there's some cautious optimism here. There is some momentum, if you will, to get these files released. We see sort of these emails trickling out, which really make it even more and more suspicious as to why Donald Trump is fighting so adamantly to keep the rest of the files private. So yeah, there's some optimism, there's some hope, but again, it's sort of believe it when we see it based on everything we've seen so far, dating back to the 90s in this case.
Eric, did the documents revealed yesterday, again, there were like 20,000 documents we know that the Oversight Committee received. They are making, little by little them public. Did anything come across as new to you?
Well, I mean, certainly at the very least, and of course we don't know the context of these emails, but certainly at the very least, I think it's safe to suggest what the emails do reveal is that the relationship between Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump may have been a bit closer, perhaps, than Donald Trump has at least admitted, or maybe are more entwined than Donald Trump has publicly admitted. I mean, there's certainly he was a very large topic of conversation between Epstein and Maxwell. I mean, some of these emails have such bizarre language. The dog that did not bark, references to Donald Trump knew about the girls. I mean, there's some really sort of potentially salacious stuff here. The problem is we don't have context. We need the context. So I think what these emails do is really put even more pressure from the public, more pressure on this administration to release the files. If this is truly a hoax, Donald Trump, release the files and show us that it's a hoax. But these emails really, I think, ramp up the pressure on him and show that maybe there's even more to hide than we realized.
The White House keeps saying it's been super transparent. In fact, the press secretary is saying this administration has done more with respect to transparency when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein than any administration ever. Do you agree?
I mean, I guess laughable is the response to that. I mean, this has been one of the biggest campaigns of secrecy I've ever seen. I mean, this is such a unique issue because every single human, I think, in the United States of America wants these files released, except for Donald Trump. I mean, this is the ultimate bipartisan issue. Left and right can't agree on anything. But I bet if I went to a MAGA rally in Missouri or a progressive rally here in New York City, I think every single person on both sides would agree they want to see these files released. So it seems like Donald Trump is the only person in America that doesn't want these files released and is going way out of his way, prolonging this, having secret meetings with Lauren Boebert. I mean, he is doing everything in his power to try to keep these files private. And the more he does that, the more effort is put forth, despite bipartisan support to release them, the more suspicious it becomes.
Eric Fidali, thanks for being here and keeping the spotlight on the victims and the survivors in this case. Thank you.